Army Aviation is the aviation component of land forces primarily responsible for supporting ground operations. The history can be traced to use of air balloons in the American Civil War of 1861 and 1865, Franco-Prussian War between 1870 and 1871 for reconnaissance before World War I between 1914 and 1918, when armies began using aircraft for reconnaissance, artillery spotting and medical evacuation. By Second World War between 1939 and 1945, Army Aviation took up the crucial role in reconnaissance, transport and medical evacuation with iconic aircraft like the L-4 Grasshopper and the Sikorsky R-4 helicopter. Army Aviation continues to evolve with advanced aircraft like the UH-60 Black Hawk, AH-64 Apache and unmanned aerial vehicles UAVs supporting ground operations worldwide. The Nigerian military aviation traces back to 1962 with the establishment of the forerunner, the Nigerian Air Force NAF, by civil war between 1964, 67 and 1970. The Nigerian Army recognized the need for dedicated helicopter support and acquired a few helicopters for reconnaissance, transport and medical evacuation. In post-Civil War, the Nigerian Army Aviation Corps was formally established, playing key roles in peacekeeping missions like the Economic Community of West African States ECOWAS intervention in Liberia, the United Nations mission in Sierra Leone, UNAMSIL, amongst others. The critical role of the Nigerian Army Aviation in ongoing counterinsurgency operations against Boko Haram in the northeastern region, amongst other theaters of operations across the country, cannot be overemphasized. Hence, the Nigerian Army took a significant step in enhancing its operational capabilities with the delivery of the first batch of two new Bell UH-1H Huey helicopters, marking a great milestone in the development of the Nigerian Army Aviation's capacity to provide air support for ground operations. The aircraft Bell UH-1H Huey helicopters were formally received by the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taurid Lagbaja, in a brief ceremony at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, on Thursday, 20th June 2024. General Lagbaja noted that the renewed drive to establish a Nigerian Army Aviation Wing was conceived by the then former Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Kenneth Minima, retired in 2014. He applauded and extolled the former Chiefs of Army Staff for paving the way, acknowledging collective efforts of personnel and Nigerian government's political will to make it a reality.
Our journey to realizing our dream of a Nigerian Army Aviation has come to reality today, and we must give credit to those who dare to dream and conceptualize this journey. Our renewed drive to have the Nigerian Army Aviation Wing started when the former Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General KTJ Minima, retired, established and operationalized the Nigerian Army Aviation Coordination Office in 2014. 10 years after, we have today taken delivery of our first set of platforms. I must give credit to all the Chief of Army Staff that came after General Minima. I must especially thank Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of our Armed Forces, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, for fulfilling his promise to fund the acquisition of our platforms and providing the necessary funding to realizing
The Nigerian Army aviation pilots and the ground crew have been well trained and had put in place requisite structures for the takeoff of the aviation wing. The 2024 Nigerian Army Day celebration NATCEL offers the trained pilots and ground crew of the Nigerian Army Aviation the opportunity to display their trainings and capabilities, and the Army Chief expressed pride over the new venture.
The Nigerian Army has matured as a highly professional and potent force, and we are proud of our record for the past 161 years.
The Nigerian Army Aviation was a major attraction at the Nigerian Army Day celebration finale 2024 as its helicopters Bell UH-1H Huey gave a show of its flying skills from the team of the aviation wing. The Army Aviation left a lasting impression in the minds of many who witnessed the 2024 Nigerian Army Day celebration held at the Maxwell Kobe Cantonment Parade Ground, 3 Division headquarters in Jos Plateau State, hoisting and flying the Nigerian flag several times over the venue, meeting resounding appreciation and applause from the dignitaries present at the occasion. The aerial display by the team from the Army Aviation at the grand finale and the level of professionalism demonstrated by the team of dedicated and committed men shows that there is an even brighter future for the aviation wing of the Nigerian Army. The Nigerian Army, since the last NATCEL, acquired 2 helicopters and numerous battle enablers, expanded and deepened its training activities for operational effectiveness to enable it contain the activities of all forms of aggressors to the nation's stability. The Aviation Corps of the Nigerian Army came to life under the leadership of the current Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taurid Lagbaja, from a vision that was conceptualized over a decade ago by past leaderships of the Nigerian Army. The Army Chief declared that the Nigerian Army has matured as a highly professional and potent force over the past 161 years of its existence and is committed to improving its operational effectiveness to meet the ever-changing, violent and complex threats to the nation. The Bell UH-1H helicopters are equipped with advanced sensors and enablers to provide support to the troops in the conduct of a wide range of missions, including reconnaissance, surveillance, rescue, logistics, transportation, and medical evacuation. The Nigerian Army Aviation, led by the coordinator, Brigadier General Musa Alkali, with Major General Emeka Nwamebu, retired as trained helicopter pilot as consultant for the Army Aviation, lead a team of dedicated and well-trained men to see to the overall actualization of the mission statement of the Nigerian Army to win all land battles in defense of the territorial integrity of Nigeria, protect her national interest, and accomplish other tasks in aid of civil authority, a vision the Army has continued to pursue without relenting. The coordinator, Nigerian Army Aviation, Brigadier General Musa Alkali, stated that the arrival of the Nigerian Army Aviation Vanguard platforms is a significant milestone in the ongoing efforts to enhance the operational capabilities of the Nigerian Army Aviation in line with the Chief of Army Staff's command philosophy.
Your presence is a testimony to the collective commitment we share towards advancement and security of our great nation. Today, we witness the fusion of the Chief of Army Staff's strategic vision and dedication to fortifying our aerial capabilities. The introduction of this advanced air platform marks a new chapter in our operational readiness and our ability to respond swiftly and effectively to diverse security challenges. These platforms are not just an addition to our fleet. If forward into our quest for excellence and efficiency towards getting the Nigerian Army Aviation operational. The acquisition of these air platforms is a clear demonstration of our resolve to continuously improve and adapt in the face of evolving security landscape. These platforms will significantly bolster the Nigerian Army reconnaissance, surveillance, and air mobility capabilities, thereby enhancing our overall operational effectiveness. As we integrate these platforms into our operations, let us remember that the true strength of our aviation lies in the skill and courageous personnel who operate and maintain these machines. Their professionalism, dedication, and expertise are the bedrock upon which our success is built.
A consultant of the Nigerian Army Aviation, Major General Emeka Onwamegu, retired, who is also a trained helicopter pilot, lauded the Nigerian Army for sustaining the vision over the years that saw to the actualization of the Nigerian Army Aviation.
About 38 years ago, the Nigerian Army trained me to be a helicopter pilot. That was at the United States Army Aviation Center at Fort Rucker, Alabama, the biggest helicopter training institution in the world. On return to Nigeria, the Army then set up the Aviation Corps. I was attached to the Nigerian Police and also to the Nigerian Navy. The Army invested so much in me in this aspect of military operations. But unfortunately, I didn't use those skills when I was in service. The pilots with their instructors took off from Grand Air Force Base in Johannesburg and flew through 7 countries to get to this place.
Some of the highlights of the 2024 Nigerian Army Day celebration included parade and presentation of the Chief of Army Staff Commendation Award, armament and equipment display, exhibitions on the historical transformation of the Nigerian Army, as well as display of some research and development efforts. The Nigerian Army Day is held annually to celebrate the contributions of the brave men and women who served and continue to serve in the Nigerian Army. As the aviation world continues to evolve to meet the ever-changing needs of the military, the Nigerian Army aviation journey is one that is still being written and holds great promises to the upliftment of the overall mission of the Nigerian Army.